Hello and welcome. My name is Harshita Nagpal and I have with me Mr. Audimulapu Suresh, the MAUD Minister with me. And sir, the current news that is there is the Supreme Court verdict refusing to stay on the R5 zone. So if you could tell us more about the technicalities of that, the R5 zone and the housing plots that are going to be distributed to the EWS.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashita. The judgment delivered by the Apex Court, especially by Justice Joseph and the judges' bench, was very historical, and then it really set a tone for social justice to be followed by the governments, especially when it comes to housing for all. When implementing the schemes like housing for all, our Honorable Chief Minister Sivas Jagmohan Reddy, he actually, his philosophy is that the depressed classes and the people belong to SC/ST, their dream is to have their own house. That really made us to give almost 31 lakh plots to all the people who don't have a home. So we have distributed 31 lakh of plots across the state, and in Amaravati also, it is not belonging to some community, or it doesn't belong to certain section of the people. Capital city is for everybody. So with that concept, in Amaravati also, we wanted to give land to the, especially housing plots, to the people who doesn't have houses and all, for the poorest of the poor section, people below the BPL line. But to implement this, there is also inbuilt provision in the Act, the Amaravati Act. Amaravati, the construction and the Amaravati state is governed by APCRDA Act, Conservation Central Capital Region Development Authority Act, where one section specifically mentions about allotment of plots and reservation of land, 5% of land for EWFs. So we took strength from that section. It's called as Section 53.3D of APCRD Act, and then we wanted to distribute plots to people who doesn't have house patas. And opposition they took objection for that, and in the guise of Amaravati farmers, they said that outsides cannot be given to outsiders in the land pooling area, and then they put all sorts of petitions in the Honorable High Court. And then Honorable High Court also already, we have actually put forth the philosophy and the policy of the government. And in the affidavit filed by these so-called Amaravati farmers, actually originally they are the cronies of Chandrababu Naidu and Telugu Party. They said that if you give plots in Amaravati region, in the capital region, there will be a demographical imbalance. What does it mean? You mean to say that people belong to SC/ST community, they should not stay in the capital city? They should not rub shoulders with the rich people? Oh, this is really something, really shocked the entire community, the rich community. We just wanted to expose, to the people, how, the previous government, the Telugu Party government, in the garb of building a capital city, have really done only real estate business, not building at all, not building a capital city at all. So then this section is there available in the CRDA Act of giving the plots, house plots to EWS community. We have carved out, there were actually representations from both districts, from Guntur district and NTR district in our Spandana program. Spandana is a program where actually, we take grievances from the public. There are a lot of grievances from the public for house sites. And then we got a system there, SLA, it's called as a standard time period for redressal of any grievance. For house site plots, if anybody asks for house site plot, within 90 days we have to give it. So like that, we got almost 51,000 applications, genuine applications, who wanted house site patas, and belong to different communities. In fact, I just happened to go through the list, into the list, and then nearly 50% of the list, the people belong to BCs. and nearly 16% SCs and STs, and then other communities also. So then we wanted to, and we have allotted those outside patas to those landless people, amount numbering to 51,000, but which actually they could not digest, because that land they have reserved it for something else. They wanted to, develop their own lands, and then by giving this infrastructure, the cost of the lands belong to their cronies should go skyrocketing. That is their intention, not to give land to EWS community. So now that when they went to High Court with all these complaints, then our leader, our Honorable Chief Minister, is very much determined. He said that no, I will go to any extent in implementing this social justice, and especially in capital city itself. If they think that this giving outside patas to depressed classes people will be a hindrance, I will prove that they will live there only, and then we'll come out a beautiful town, we'll build a beautiful townships there only, Jainan townships only. So with that determination, we fought in High Court. We won, and again Chandrababu Naidu cronies in the garb of Amaravati Raitus and farmers, they went to Supreme Court. And if they are really farmers, all the people actually they have engaged in pleading these cases in Supreme Court. The topmost senior advocates of the Supreme Court, who will charge, I tell you, quite a fortune, almost, somebody was mentioning around, they said around 20-25 lakhs per appearance in the charge. Like this, 15 to 20 advocates were engaged to, fight this case of the government of Andhra Pradesh. So in almost 25 locations, they made out 25 layouts, and then almost nearly for 51,000 people we are distributing patas. Actually, in all the 25 locations, the total area comes to around 1,400 acres. Roughly around 1,300 to 1,400 acres, and for every person beneficiary, we will be giving 1 cent of plot. That is roughly around 49 square yards. That will be good enough to construct a reasonably, LIG low income group house, and then with all the infrastructure, mind you. So we are going to lay the roads, and then water, and then electricity and sewage connections. Everything will be given, and then maybe in a week or 10 days time, the patas will be distributed through the hands of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Y.S. Jagannath Reddy garu.
So, considering that the verdict is subject to the final
outcome of the Honorable High Court.
So, can the beneficiaries build houses, or how is that?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, now that the concept is actually this is an assurance, pre-election pool assurance of our party. As a Congress party, before coming to power, we have given some 9 basic promises to the people of Andhra Pradesh. They are called as Navaratnas. So these Navaratnas means 9 jewels, I think, 9 Navaratnas, and one of that is Pedalandariki Illu. What we call it is, houses for poor people. So in that scheme, first we will be giving the house sites, and then after that houses will be sanctioned. That will be in partnering with the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, and then Jagannath houses together. So for every house, actually, we will be giving almost 1.8 lakhs of rupees, both in terms of cash and material. Material also will be supplied. In fact, now today in the review, Honorable CM has announced that all the houses in Amaravati area, where now we are going to distribute 51,000 plots, will be taken up under option 3. We have 3 options. One option is actually the entire thing will be built by the beneficiary. Second option is government will give material component, and then beneficiary will come forward and then build their houses. But material component like sand, cement and steel will be supplied at considerably reasonably low price, subsidized price, right? So this is option 2. And option 3 is entire thing will be bought by the government, and government only will build the house and give it to the beneficiary. And Honorable CM said that for houses going to be built in Amaravati capital area, option 3 will be exercised.
If I may ask, why was the decision taken to build the houses? Because like earlier, as you said, there were 3 options that the beneficiaries had, but for this, for particularly Amaravati, the chief
not only in Amaravati, in other areas also we give option. Wherever actually there is a problem, wherever actually the beneficiaries don't come forward or maybe have some difficulties and all. So government takes up the responsibility, because ours is a welfare government. So we look after the welfare of the people, and then welfare and development are the 2 eyes of the governance of YSR Congress Party. So as a welfare state, in Amaravati also, especially foundation, soil is a little bit problematic here. So they may encounter some problems in construction. So with that intention, we have taken up this task of building the houses and giving it to them.
You mentioned earlier, 5% can be given for EWS. What is the qualitative change now, and then you will reduce it?
The qualitative change, what I think now we have got it is, we have created a new zone called R5, extending the extent of the zone, and then accommodating as many beneficiaries as possible, because there are a lot of representations, And then, for example, in Mangalagiri constituency, we are distributing almost 20,000 plots from Mangalagiri. And there is a lot of demand actually. Previous governments actually, they have not done anything in the sphere of construction of houses for the poor section.
But they say that they have constructed TIDCO already.
If they have constructed TIDCO houses, what they claim it is on 3 lakh houses they started off and down, why did they not give it to the beneficiaries? Why did the people not occupy those houses? Why did they leave it high and dry and then went off? When the inaugurations also have been done in so many places, why did people not go and stay there? For the simple reason that those houses are not livable condition. The infrastructure, the roads, the sewage, the drinking water supply, and the electricity arrangements are not being made. It's only dwelling units are being constructed. You know why? For the sake of commissions. They brought in some technology called share wall technology, and then they started constructing it, and then they collected money upfront. If you are telling that they are given houses for poor people, then how can you collect money from them? For example, for a house plot of TIDCO, which has 430 square feet, they said 1 lakh rupees you have to pay upfront, and balance amount almost 3,15,000. So you have to take a bank loan. So they will organize a bank loan for you. Upfront you have to pay 1 lakh. For 365 square feet, upfront you have to pay 50,000 rupees, and a bank loan of 2,95,000. For 300 square feet, you have to pay upfront of 500 rupees, and 2.65 lakhs of bank loan they will organize, and balance only they will do. Do you think that this concept of arranging a bank loan and collecting money, any welfare government will do? It is a job of a developer. A contractor will do like that. Simply, Telugu Party, Chandrababu Naidu played the role of a contractor. He played the role of a contractor in constructing TIDCO houses, and now he says that YSR Congress Party people are not handing over the houses which we have constructed. Let me make it very, very clear, and please underline the concept of TIDCO houses which YSR Congress Party government now is giving is not the same TIDCO houses which has been conceived and started by Telugu Party. Our house, 300 square feet house which we have given, now almost 1,42,000 units actually are under construction, and then already I have handed over 50% of the houses. You know what the cost of that house, which we are now giving it to the poor people? It costs 1 rupee. It costs 1 rupee. That is the scheme. And you mean to say that the scheme and the scheme of Chandrababu Naidu, where 500 rupees upfront is collected, and then 2.65 lakhs of loan is being arranged. And this loan, this has to be repaid in a span of 20 years at an EMI of 3,000 rupees. After 20 years, this 2.65 lakhs, which the poor family has taken the loan, no? You know how much in return they have to pay? They have to pay almost 7 lakh, 7,30,000 to be very precise. For 1.5 lakh houses, it will be around 10,000 crores. We have observed that money. We said that no. Honorable CM said, I have promised to fulfill the dream of a own house for poor people, own house, and the dream is giving it free of cost. So whatever 500 rupees which you have paid, it will be repaid, it will be refunded. Whatever 50,000 rupees you have paid, it will be made half. Whatever money you have paid for 430 square feet, 1 lakh, it will be made half, 50,000 rupees. So, and then all the registrations also we have done free of cost in the name of the lady of the family, woman of the family.
Those who applied for those houses, TIDCO houses during that time, flats. So what happens to them? They will not lose anything.
Beneficiaries for the TIDCO houses, now which we are giving it, handing over 2,65,000, 63,000 which are going to hand over by this year ending. We have not changed the beneficiaries' names at all now, because and all the beneficiaries were picked and selected by Telugu Party Janmabhoomi committees. Those are all Janmabhoomi committees were there, where they have seen the caste, they have seen the party, and they have seen the person, and they have picked up the beneficiaries. Even then, we have not changed the beneficiaries, because our policy, what is our policy? Our policy is to give welfare schemes irrespective of caste, community, region, and above all their political affiliations. Even if they have not voted for YSR Congress Party, we don't mind, but we will give, provided he is otherwise eligible. So that's the reason, all the beneficiaries which have been identified and picked up and then fixed by Telugu Party continue to enjoy these benefits. Now you ask me the question, do they require to pay that money? Absolutely not. All that money, whatever they are paying, we are refunding. As of now, actually, nearly 180 crores have already been refunded. For example, for 300 square feet. Now that actually, they did not pay anything. But in case somebody has already taken a loan, and now that actually, if they are going to get free of cost, that is for 1 rupee. So on that loan, whatever they have been taken also, we have repaid. We have repaid, and which is also amounting to almost 110 crores. So TIDCO houses is a transformed scheme in YSR Congress Party governance. Honorable CM's, vision and his philosophy, you can see it in this TIDCO house scheme. Now that, they have not given infrastructure. To add to the last thing, they have only given the houses. Infrastructure was not there. Now we have floated tenders, and then all that infrastructure is being now put there. The roads are being laid, water supply is being given, sewage connections are being given, electricity connections are installed everywhere, and every unit or every place, every layout where now we are handing over to the beneficiary. I can cross my heart and I can tell you that, all the TIDCO layouts are with full infrastructure. Anybody you want to, if it is allotted to you, he can give it and we hand over the keys to you and the papers also. You can straight away just open the house and then clean it up and then start living there. Which is not the case with the houses which have been given by Telugu Party, and blatantly, shamelessly, they say that we have completed houses. So many times, Chandrababu Naidu and his, I don't know what should I call him, the Lokesh, Lofer Lokesh, I don't know what they call it. I don't want to use any derogatory words. So he has given some selfie challenge, and then he stood before one TIDCO house and then took a photograph, and incidentally, those houses were completed with infrastructure during our time.
So under Tegalantiki, a lot of outside pattas have been distributed. One issue that has been cropping up time and again is people having to move from where they live to where their house sites have been given, and that affecting their means of livelihood. So how will you be dealing with that? How will you be tackling that issue?
For this 51,000 odd beneficiaries, we are doing it in a layout of 25. 25 numbers in different places. I think I'm sure the whole area over a period of time, it will be developed, and then it will be well connected, both by routes and then by access to the various points and all, and the whole areas, the town, the whole layouts over a period of time will be developed into townships. And then they need not go to nearest existing towns or markets for daily needs. These layouts will develop into a self-sustaining model townships, where we'll have schools, you will have dispensaries, and then you will have police outposts. And then it will be like for example, in one location, we are distributing almost 2,000 patas, and then 2,000 houses will come up, and in each house, if you have 4 people, and then 8,000 people will be there. It will be like a major gram panchayat, and then nearest urban local bodies will adopt them, and then they'll get all the facilities, all the infrastructure. They'll be developed into a self-sustaining model.
So you have acquired land from some farmers, some people, to be distributed among the poor. But have you that the report says that we have not paid them the amount that was to be paid, the land acquisition?
See, Mr. Kalyan, the entire concept of land pooling scheme.
I'm not speaking about Amaravati.
Then what else?
There was a report yesterday.
No, wherever, we have spent almost 30 to 35,000 crores across the state. You mean across the states, so many thousand, I don't exactly remember the number, thousands of layouts have been prepared and then started for this Pedalandriki Illu, that's Jaganana colonies, and wherever land acquisition is involved, and then money has been paid almost, maybe some cases where which ended up in some legal battles, some court disputes are there, maybe such cases I think they are all sub judice, so they could not go further. Otherwise, thousands of crores have been invested in the procurement of land and all. And for Amaravati, if you want to talk about Amaravati and all, for land smuggling scheme, we have paid more money than the Telugu party had paid towards annuity, which need to be given to the farmers. Almost every year in advance only we pay annuity, and as far as the agreement, for 10 years we have to pay the annuity. We have been paying, and wherever the farmers have not received, means there are some legal complications. There are some litigations are there. That's the reason we have not paid. Otherwise, for all the people they have been getting their annuities regularly, and then Honorable Court also said to develop the plots, the returnable plots, the 250 square yards and 750, 850 square yards, that also we said that over a period of time.
But there was a report, and some TDPs are carrying on this propaganda. Not even say propaganda, but their apprehension, I would say, that you are distributing houses in Amaravati region with the sole purpose of defeating Nara location.
It doesn't require so much of planning to defeat Nara location. You say you just you just see how many votes he has got and all, what reputation he has got there and all, and what popularity now is getting it. Not only Lokesh, even Chandrababu Naidu has lost the trust of the people of Andhra Pradesh. There is no credibility, there is no trustworthiness for the party, for the people, because time and again he has, he has gone back on his promises. He has, should I use the word cheating? Yes, he has cheated the people of Andhra Pradesh with false promises. And now that chip of the same block, Lokesh also started following the same thing. And winning an election for Lokesh at Mangalagiri, and winning Kuppam for Chandrababu Naidu will be really a farthest dream for both of them. And this noble cause of giving plots, I think please don't undermine it by just linking it up to the small cars. This requires a lot of guts. This requires distribution of plots. For so large number, and especially in the heart of Amaravati.
The status of the probe began soon after you came to power. There was an SIT that was constituted. Later on, High Court issued a stay. Now that stay has been vacated by the Supreme Court.
Yes, Supreme Court is there.
What is ahead for Amaravati probe?
See, the probe actually that has been started is only to unearth these unholy alliances between some groups of the people, some business people and the politicians, some sections of the media and the politicians. There is an unholy alliance. It's like, a group of, Alibaba and a group of thieves. I should use this word. They have systematically they have planned it, and that's the reason they have put capital here, and before identifying the boundaries, before putting the inner ring road, all that information has been leaked to all the near and dear and the kid of the cronies of Chandrababu Naidu. And everybody bought lands, and then those lands only belong to those of a particular community or particular people. A person who is earning a salary of 5,000 rupees also has got a plot here, and where other people don't have. How is it possible? Thousands of acres. And we have very clear cut, we have got clinching evidence that the earlier Minister for MAUD has bought lands, and then that has been shown. So there are a lot of ample evidences, and we just want to tell people how public money has been wasted.
There is some logical action, legal action, or police. During the probe before.
No, there is.
Fast right now.
No, actually, once it enters into litigation, legal litigation, it takes time. So we've been fighting all through. So we are about to file FIRs, and then stay orders have come. Now again, Supreme Court has given permission to go ahead with the investigation. And definitely, the people who are involved in this great scam, this great Amaravati scam, they will definitely be booked and then be brought before the courts, and then they will be punished. We got a lot of evidence as the inner ring road, how it moved, and then where it stopped, and then how Lingamaneni, Ramesh, Lingamaneni families of lands were not touched, how heritage lands were not touched, and there is a clear case of a quid pro. There is an absolutely clear case of a quid pro quo for which these graftings Chandrababu Naidu benefited by that Lingamaneni guest house as a gift. How there he says now, he couldn't explain. One day he says it's a government guest house, and the second day he says I'm living it on a rent and all. He doesn't have a local standing. That's the reason why actually CID they have taxed all the properties. Because of the value of the land, the scams what they have done and all, now it has to be realized. This is a public money. Every rupee of public has to be realized, has to be put into proper use. So, all these investigations in a very professional way, with the only intention of protecting the government land and also safeguarding the interests of the public, and preventing the wastage of public money. We are going ahead, and law will take its own course, and nobody is involved.
One allegation that TDP repeatedly is making is that your government, by SRC government, is resorting to violence.
Assembly, they say it's a Kaura Sabha, and then this is Raja Reddy Rajam and all that thing they say. There's a lot of factions is there, a lot of violence is there, law and order is gone to dogs and all. See, I just want to say one thing. This government, we run the administration on three basic premises, three basic fundamentals. One is transparency, second is accountability, third is corruption free. In these 4.5 years of governance, Can you show me one minister or somebody basically is involved in a scam compared to those regime where you had liquor scam, you have sand scam, you have mining scam, all scams over there. And then it is very hilarious to listen. Chandrababu Naidu making a comment that lot of money has been noted in DBT. DBT scheme, money, there is not a corruption, I believe. How can there be corruption in DBT? You press a button, money gets into your account, and from one account, from RBI account, the money will go into Mr. Kalyan's account, or from your into your account. And where is the intermediaries? Where is the Dalari there? So he has gone mad. So now that he can't comment about our schemes, on our cabinet. And then we have done social justice, in accommodating everybody. Now the easy way to, attack any government is, failure of law and order.
Actually, there was a mistake. We yourself got very angry. What made
It has been misrepresented.
what made you so angry?
No, you are talking about Chandrababu Naidu. Yeah. See, Mr. Kalyan, Chandrababu Naidu was entering into my constituency. That is the result constituency. And then I am MLA minister there. And then some Dalit associations, some what do you call Dalit Sangal, the Praja Sangal, they came to me. They said that, sir, all along you have been telling in papers and all, you said that Chandrababu Naidu said so many derogatory things about Dalit people that nobody will ever want to be born in a Dalit family, and Dalit families are not the cleanliness is not there in Dalit families and all. They always live in a dirty environment. He said so many things, and then he never even repented nor regretted. And then forget about tendering apologies. So now that he's coming and all, at least you should demand that he should apologize for it and all. I said I felt it very reasonable. I said then we'll show some protest. We'll not stop his movement and all. We'll not stop it. We'll do protest. And then with black dress, and then black badges, and then black flags, black balloons, we wanted to do protest. And then he didn't have the courage, he didn't have the guts to come alone in this convoy. So he pulled up all the people, thousands of people came in a procession in front of my house. Actually, their procession starts after my house because lot of order from. But there is a reason I stood in front of my house with all the Dalit Sanghas to protest. He moved out with in a procession with thousands of people, and then before he could come, only all the media they started instigating me. They said, you want to do protest and all, or you want to stop his black. I said, I'm not going to stop his blockade. I'm not going to block his convoy and all. I want to do protest. They said, no, if you do this and all, Television party people will come and then they'll attack your house. They'll set your house to fire. Then they started instigating. I said, okay, if you want to really set my house by fire and all, you can even dose me off also. You can set me off with fire also. So in that emotions, I think I've done it.
So another person who has been making headlines is Mr. Pawan Kalyan, and there are talks about the BJP, Janasena and TDP forming an alliance. So what do you have to say about it? Do you think will it be fruitful or like?
Arshita, actually, I have nothing to say about their alliances, their treasuries, or maybe their backstabbings, their techniques and all. They are, masters. Chandrababu Naidu is a master in, doing all these gambles. Because he doesn't have any philosophy, he doesn't have any good work to show to the people of Andhra Pradesh that look, during my 14 years now, he says 40 years industry, 14 years of shipmanship and all. I feel that, there is nothing like, USP, you call it as USP, that, this concept, what tends to me. For example, YSR, the Arogyasri. as a branding for himself. Like that, Chandrababu Naidu is a turn. He doesn't have anything to showcase. True to his name, Chandrababu Naidu. Chandra means moon. No, he doesn't have self-sustaining energy like sun. He always baths in the reflected glory. so sometimes he tied up with BJP and then won the elections because of that Kargil war. Kargil war, because of that only one. And then one more election, because of Modi. Modi wave, Modi. So he won that election. So you always think, and there are only once actually, this formula didn't work, when he pulled up everyone in the particular where, he tied up with this TRS, he tied up with CPI, he tied up with CPM, I don't know who, so floated a party, found a place in that Kadbandan, I don't know what you call it, Mahakutami, and then he fought against last year the mighty giant. So he stood like a rock of Gibraltar, and then they could not tackle him. So otherwise, he always believes it. He always believes in all these things.
That if Pawan Kalyan and that Chandrababu Naidu get together, it might make things difficult for YSR, particularly in East West Godavari and some other pockets.
I understand, Ms. Kalyan. What you are telling, you point to those areas where obviously I think you refer to those areas where certain communities dominate there. So that's what they believe, and then you tell the mind of the Janasena people, and then the opposition. So you mean to say that two dominant communities like Chandrababu Naidu, to which community he belongs, and then Pawan Kalyan, the community which he belongs to, come together and then they can win the elections, and then all the community people will vote for them. Elections have never been won on community basis, to tell you so very frankly. It is the people's mind. It is the charisma of the leader, the credibility of the party, which decides, the mind of the voter, not some dominant communities coming together. If that is the case, how come BSP won elections in UP? In politics, 1 plus 1 is not 2. 1 plus 1 can be 11. 1 plus 1 can also be 0.
Recently, there was dissidence within YSR. Validity episode happened.
So the dissidence. That is the openness, that is the transparency, that is the thing actually, the inner freedom within the party. You should see that way.
What I heard, it was going to be some kind of a reject in the party. Is that true?
I don't think somebody raising a voice and then high command is also allowing or maybe tolerating it. Which means to say that there is a lot of freedom, there is a lot of democracy in the party. There is a lot of democracy in the party, and then there is a lot of openness. There's a lot of openness in the party, and then if you want to have some express some unhappiness in your heart, you can do so, and then definitely high command is something head of the family. If a brother is unhappy, and then or maybe somebody then he will call, and then the leader will call, and then he will sit with him, and then cajole him, console him, and then find out his problems and solve. So that is not actually, we feel it's not something negative. Maybe I think some 3 more. You are not mentioned, but I am telling you, 3 more MLAs also, they want to vote. It is their personal thing, A party and then this leadership and all, we go with a certain principles, and then we go with a certain agenda, and then we select our cadre also on those lines. So that is the reason, every time, we take the opinion. That's the reason why we have this type of a mission here. So we take two opinions and then, when the leader is not up to the mark, and definitely we'll try to accommodate them, or maybe give a feedback and then ask them to change. When they are unable to change and they are disgruntled, or when there is a lot of discontentment, and then he is unable to adjust, he is ready to choose his own path, and then that will always be filled. There is a lot of place in politics.
Finally, when can we go to Vizag?
It's not a $1 million question at all, because Honorable CM has already announced. He said, September we will be moving. So I think, yes, we are in the process. Maybe I think that we are putting things in proper order, and then we will definitely move. There is an assurance by Honorable CM himself. So we will definitely shift. And then at the same time, we will not neglect Amaravati also as well. We will also develop Amaravati.